so shiny. I just like looking at it. So I have some new goodies from the My Favorite Things December release. Super cute Tiddly ink set. So let me show you what we're playing with today, and then we will make a card. Yes, just one card, because I'm boring like that. But it's a shaker card. Whew. 'Cause I'm right here, right here, right here, right here at home. 'Cause I'm a picker. This super simple shaker card is easy to put together. I'm going to use a few dies, including a skinny circle die from Heffy Doodle, this new Friendship Forever circle die, this scalloped die that I've had for a million years. That's going to make my little teeth marks on the bottom of the card, and the other one will cut out my circle. This adorable girl from Tiddly Inks is called Friendship Goals. And she does have coordinating dies available. So we've cut our pieces here. These are measuring 3.5 by 4 3/4. I'm also going to use, these are replenishments from My Favorite Things, shaker circles, I think. Search shaker circles, or maybe in the description box below, we'll see. But it's gonna make a shaker pouch that fits perfectly in my little circle here to make our cookie. Do you know what else is really cool about this particular size circle? It fits perfectly with the Pear Blossom Press halo lights. Yeah, so like it's the perfect size. So I really like when things coordinate together. I just really do. So the background of this card really isn't all that difficult. There's a little bit of die cutting and a little bit of fancy adhesive maneuvering, but really it's simple. And I'm gonna make it look like a cookie. So this Friends Forever circle frame is going to be our sentiment. I only really want forever friends or friends forever. It doesn't matter to me. So we're only going to use half of it. So I only really tried to cut out half of it. That's why it kind of looks a mess. But once you glue it all together, it's going to look way better. I only did 3 layers. I typically do 4 layers. I'm being thrifty in my old age. More like lazy. I only cut it out 3 times, therefore we only have 3 layers. Doesn't really matter, it still did the trick. In fact, I think if it was 1 more layer, these scissors might not have done the job. These really kind of struggled for a second. So maybe it was just meant to be. This die fits perfectly around what? Yep. We're gonna make the bottom corner of the card look like it has like a bite taken out of it. You know, sorta? So along those lines, I also want to make like some crumbs and a little chocolate mess. Let's see what happens. For these splatters, I use Distress Oxide ink in ground espresso. All the white cardstock is Neenah 110. If it's white cardstock and I haven't told you what it is, it's probably Neenah 110. It's my favorite. So I made a little mess, I put a little splatters, and I think that's great. We're going to add a little bit of a cookie. In order to do that, I wanted to secure this shaker pouch onto my card front. So I did that with liquid adhesive and just time, let it dry. And then we're going to use this is Gina K Kraft. Classic Kraft? Yep, that's the one. So I totally did like a no-line coloring with this one, and it's cute. But I'm not very good at no-line coloring, and I think it might look better if we give her some lines. We'll see. I'll compare the 2 cards at the end, and you can let me know in the comments which one you prefer. So, on video today, we're going to just do the lined version. But she's super cute! To create those lines, we're going to use My Favorite Things Extreme Black ink, and we're also stamping that onto, this time, it's Arches Cold Press watercolor paper. And it doesn't bother me that this little girl is stamped on off-white cardstock and then I'm putting it onto the white cardstock. That doesn't bother me. So, but it is something that you should think about if you think something like that might bother you. I have slowed this down. This is real time right now, just to prove why we really speed these up, okay? Because This takes time. This is Derwent Inktense pencils, and it takes some time. Maybe it's me because I just take and try to add a lot. Maybe I just take forever, but I have to speed this up because there's no way I'd be able to watch this. Maybe there's someone out there far more entertaining than me. I love Kelly Latavola. She does awesome story time when she colors, so I can do that, but I'm just not that talented. So I can't think of anything to talk to you about besides what I'm doing, which is putting down a little bit of the pencil color into the darkest areas. You guys could probably recite this word for word, and then drawing the color out into the lighter areas, creating some dimension into the piece. But really, I'm just coloring. That's it. I love the Tiddly Inks line of stamps. I have always loved them. I have had digital of their products that I've used in the past. I love having stamps from them. So this is fantastic that MFT has those to offer us now. I can say that these images are intimidating to me because of the hair and the skin. Hair and skin are some of the hardest things to, I guess, to grasp when you're coloring images in card making, or I guess in anything, but I really struggle. And today you'll find is a perfect example of how I struggle. The image that I colored before, the no line image, was a little bit better than this one, how this one turned out. This girl ended up like a little green. But I swore that I wrote down the colored pencils that I used. In fact, I keep them all together in that little Riesenthal bin so that I can, more easily access them when I'm filming if I've colored something beforehand. And but for whatever reason, the color looks way more green. Maybe it was a contaminated brush. She looks a little green. She's a little sick. Maybe she got COVID and somebody gave her this cookie because she got COVID. So, but right now, here's the difference between the no line, this was like a gray hybrid ink that I used, and this was black. So I'm gonna cut them out. I'm using the coordinating dies and some new to me highlighter tape to keep my dies in place. I keep my die cutting machine right behind me. It's just too inconvenient to put it on camera. These are Queen and Company sprinkles in the color black, I believe. But to me, they really could be chips, like chocolate chunks. And so that's what I'm putting on my cookie today. And I'm using liquid adhesive to adhere that piece of Kraft cardstock. You could do some ink blending and give it a little bit more dimension back there to make it look more like a rounded cookie, but really you can't see it that much, so I didn't try that hard. These are Stampin' Up. I've had these for like a million years, so yeah. But they're round, they're perfectly round, and they're brown. They're the perfect little chocolate chip color, so that's why I'm using them. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm using that same liquid adhesive to adhere our sentiment, Forever Friends. I believe the other card said Friends Forever. It works both ways. Or you could keep it whole and make it go all the way around. I just wanted to be different. I used foam adhesive squares to attach my card panel to the base, and my kids are home, as you can tell, because the ground is literally shaking. I got this card done in the nick of time. I love how it turns out. Honestly, I really think I didn't do too bad with the no line coloring version. I think that's my favorite. Let me know what you think in the comments. Find MFT on social media. The new December release should be available now. I will leave links in the description box below. And until next time.